Hey there, it's Holly. So breaking away slightly from the whole VHS reviews, we're back with Chuck Norris reviews. So close, but not quite. I saw Invasion USA, a Christmas movie. Like, you know how there's a debate on Die Hard or even Lethal Weapon? This one's even less so. But Christmas is when it takes place. So there you go. Um, from 85. Yeah, I believe 85. It's like right smack in the middle of the 80s. 85. Directed by Joseph Zito, who did the Mission Action movies, which I had already previously reviewed. Well, okay, just Mission Action 1. But he also did Friday the 13th, the final chapter. So there's a little of action and horror there, which makes a lot of sense with this movie. Um, and the villain, played by Richard Lynch. So, weirdly enough, I watched two movies rather recently with the same actor. Did not mean to do that, and he's both the villain. So, there you go. Um, but this is basically the classic ex-soldier or agent or something getting back in the field to fight his old enemy, even though he didn't want to at first. You know, that old chestnut. Um, Norris plays, uh, what the heck was his name? Sorry. What is his name? It's something stupid actiony. Matt Hunter. That's right. Um, and he has this main villain, Rustov, who's this huge terrorist guy who is going to do all these crazy terrorist things, and he gets called back to stop him. This takes place in Florida, Miami mainly, because it's going to bring in Cubans and stuff, because of course they'll bring Cubans as some of the villains. Um, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Like Chuck Norris's movies for me are all like pretty decent in some form or fashion. Um, which also surprisingly, as I'm watching them, um, I'm discovering that my uh, preconceptions about Norris and his movies are vastly different than what I thought. So, full context, I went into his movies thinking that there'd be some action, it'd be like the hokey, pro America, cheesiness kind of thing, but like relatively safe kind of action movies. That would have been like Walker, Texas Ranger style, because that's how I was introduced to him. Walker, Texas Rangers, Sidekicks, the 90s versions of him. No. He does a lot more sleazy kind of like action stuff. Like this one, like he goes into a few strip bars and stuff, and there's some really like holy crap violent action scenes in this. Like, oh my God. Um, so that's always fun. Like well, honestly, if I'm gonna rank my 80s action people, I do need to see a bit more of his movies, but I feel like he's maybe third or fourth. So obviously Schwarzenegger and Stallone are the top two. Um, Van Damme is up there too. So like Norris, Van Damme's kind of close in my opinion, and that may be sacrilegious, but he's up there. Like yes, most people would put Bruce Willis up there, but Willis, for the most part, like he did action, but he quickly broke off into comedy. Like he was already doing comedy with Moonlighting, so it wasn't like his main thing was action. He was always like the weird action underdog. And Seagal is up there, but like his movies like start off strong and then dip real fast. And Norris doesn't have that huge much of a filmography to have that dip. They've always been kind of level, in my opinion. Um, But besides that, this one pretty good. Does have some like whoa stuff. So there will be some spoilers for a movie that came out 40. How old is this movie? Yeah, 40 years ago. Wow. Happy 40th. Mostly having to do with the shocking scenes must have to do with the villains, but um, there's a bit where they roll up into the suburban neighborhood with rocket launchers and things, and the kids and everyone's playing out in the streets. They're putting up Christmas decorations, decorating a tree outside, normal things. The family goes inside. The little girl is about to go inside. She runs back out to put the star in the tree. She runs back in. Right when she does that, they blow up the house. And they blow up more homes. People flying, people exploding. I did not go into this expecting to see little kids and families just explode. Like that was not on my list for this movie, and that's nuts. Um, like insanity. Uh, there's that. They almost blow up a school bus, which the sick part of me kind of wanted to see happen because it's like you already went this far, go a bit further. Come on. Um, let's see what else. There's a full-on war essentially. So like they the task force to stop this terrorist stuff's in Atlanta. Uh, I don't recognize any of the buildings, but being 40 years old is a little hard. So they may not actually have filmed in Atlanta. Um, but like he has a huge bunch of guys, like not Norris, the villain has a huge bunch of guys, like a little army. And they storm and it's a trap and blah 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 blah. The army comes, the actual army comes, and they have tanks and things, and so you just have this long battle of them just firing at the guys. And it's like they should be all gone by now. You're using tanks and stuff. This shouldn't take that long. Meanwhile, Norse is doing his thing, shooting the guys, kicking them. Like if it's gonna be a Norse movie, he's gonna kick a person in the face, and he does, and it's fun. Um, and when he blows up Rustov with a rocket launcher or grenade launcher, one of the two, you see the arms and stuff like, flying everywhere. It's like, oh my God. What? Like, yeah, no, this movie's R for a reason. I was like, oh, this is probably R for whatever, like cursing or something. No, no, this movie's violent. This movie has nudity. This movie's wild. Like I said, Christmas time, baby. Um, there's definitely some aspects that are very much like missing in action, being by the same director, co-writer, all that stuff. He gets a plucky sidekick. He gets a person who was going to be like, um, oh, what's his name? Like he's it's set up like you would think that he would have a sidekick like, um, let me look him up. Emmett Walsh's character in Missing in Action. You kind of get that vibe, but they move quickly to the next scene, so that never happens. Um, but yeah, like it's very interesting. It's a bog, like you could say, a bog standard Norris movie, action movie from the 80s. It's mostly action rather than story because there's a bunch of like scenes of the terrorists just attacking people, blowing up people, shooting people, that whole thing. And Norris stopping them occasionally and stuff. But there's no like, oh, we get why he hates him or we get this or whatever. Like there's even a scene to include, sorry, to continue the connections with Missing Action. There's a scene, there's two scenes actually. One where Richard Lynch's character wakes up from a nightmare and is like in bed, everything's disheveled. Like that's very much like how Norris's character wakes up in Missing in Action. And the TV even kind of looks the same and stuff. And then there's a bit where Norris is in a hotel room, just watching TV, which it should. The movie he's watching is Attack the Flying Saucers, but it would have been really neat and cool if it was the original Invasion USA. But oh well. But the hotel room looks very similar to the hotel room that he stays in briefly in Missing in Action. So I don't know, but I would still check this out. It's on Prime. It's a Christmas movie. It's fun, especially if you like 80s actions. It's Norris. You can't necessarily go wrong with him. Early Norris, at least. Um, I liked it. I had fun with it. It could be a bit shorter, especially in the beginning when they're setting up stuff. It's a little slow, but once it gets going, it gets going. Um, no, yeah, I got nothing else other than yeah, you should go see it. Till next time.